Good evening, guys, wherever it is in the world that you are. Keith at Crypto Bullseye, and this one's going to be an update on Polkadot. We're at a resistance point now, trading at $4.96. I'm actually going to be trading this one, guys. I'm going to trade it in the shorter time frame for me to be able to add to this position in the longer time frame and build and build and build while taking profits along the way. And I'm going to show you exactly how I'm planning to do that. So we're starting off in the daily, guys, currently trading at $4.96. We've got a big resistance point on the daily, $5.63. We're going to bring in our indicators, guys. We're going to show you exactly where I'm looking to enter, how I'm positioning it, how I'm trailing my stops along the way, and hopefully you'll be able to learn a few things. Right, guys, let's dive in. The first thing I want to do and the first thing that I want to know is how I can understand exactly how I can reduce my risk, increase my reward, but achieve the plan that I'm trying to get out of this trade. So we're trading at $4.96. $5 is a resistance level. We've had a reaction at the $5. You can see that that wick to the upside has been pushed back down. Now, that's a good thing for me because that means that I can lower my entry on this. Now, I need to look at the chart, guys, and I need to plan and I need to understand what I'm trying to achieve out of this dot trade. So I want to make it a longer term position. And to make it a longer term position, I want to achieve one thing. I want to be in a position before we break this 200 daily moving average, whilst reducing my risk and protecting myself along the way. Because I'm expecting a reaction at this $5.62, $5.63, wherever it's at when it hits it. I'm expecting something like this to happen, pull back, retest this previous area of support, give us some momentum while the indicators pull back, and have some strength to push through that. Now, when we push through that, I want to be in profit. Why? Because when you're above the 200 daily moving average, you're bullish. That thing will hold support. It'll hold support during the bull run. When you're below it, you're bearish. So if I can get a position in Polkadot before we get above the 200 daily moving average, this area here is going to be my protection zone. So if that area is going to be my protection zone, guys, what does that mean? It's not going to come back. It's not going to come back during the course of the bull run. You can get these nasty spikes. You can get the leverage spikes. You can get all sorts of different nasty spikes. But as long as you're below the 200 daily moving average, when you've got a good entry whilst reducing your risk, then that is all rosy, guys. Because what it allows you to do is keep putting your stop losses above, keep putting your stop losses above. When the trend reverses, you are in profit. It's a powerful thing, guys. So to achieve that, I need to do one thing. I need to understand how I can improve my position, how I can get the best position possible. And it's going to be scaling down, guys. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So we're going to zoom into the 4-hour chart, the smaller time frame. And you can see that we've broken trend. That is positive. That's a tick. What else has happened, guys? Indicators overbought here. We can just look at how big this swing was from its swing high to its swing low. We got a reaction. 61.8% retracement. It just went above the 61.8. Then we come back down. You can see that price is reacting at 61.8. So we're likely to come back down to this support zone here. This is going to be my key area for my first buy. So that is sat at $4.79. So if price pulls back to $4.79, what do you think is going to happen to the indicators? It's going to pull down about the same time, right, guys? When you're oversold and you're holding a higher low, that's showing conviction that the trend is likely to continue. So that's what we're looking for, is a trend continuation. What happens if you take it here, guys? Then your risk's all the way down here, because it is a game of probabilities, guys. The bulls have got momentum at the moment, but it doesn't mean that something can't happen. We might get some nasty news. Anything can happen, guys. It is a probabilities game. So that means plan to be wrong. Plan to be wrong sometimes. So we've got momentum at the moment, guys. I'm waiting for a pullback here, 38.2% retracement. That's sat at $4.79. And that's where I'm going to load my first part of the position, because we could still pull back down. We could still pull back down to this area and still hold a higher low down here. So I want enough capital to be able to come back and then bring my average down to around here, which is around $4.61. What happens if we just make a move to the upside from here? Doesn't matter about this capital, guys. Forget about that. Forget about that. You've got yourself a decent position. You've put in a new high. You could prepare yourself when you come back down and test the next high. So this is what you want to be doing, guys. Higher lows, RS flips. You want to be putting your stop loss up, putting your stop loss up all the way. What that'll allow for when you zoom out, when you finally crack this 200 daily moving average, that's going to give you a decent position, guys, and then a big thing to fall back on. So that's how I'm playing my dot position, guys. It is going to be a case of scaling it down and scaling it down and scaling it down if it allows me to. If it doesn't allow me to, guys, what's happening? The opposite. You're scaling up on the higher lows. You're putting your stop loss above the higher lows. That's going to be an RS flip. And then you continue and continue and continue till the trend reverses. And while you having your stop loss above the higher low each time, when you get stopped out, you stopped out in profit. That is where you want to be stopped out, guys. When the higher low gets taken out, that's the first signal of a trend reversal. So that's the method in my madness, guys. Sorry if it was a lot to take in. Sorry if the charts were a little bit messy, but join the Discord group because we talk about all this there. You'll understand it a lot more. Get yourself in there. Loads of people in there. And a big thank you to the 9,000 subscribers. Huge thank you to you all, guys. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye from me.